Why, hello there, Libra, and welcome to your January timeless reading. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. Welcome to this space that we get to create together. We're going to dive into some channeled guidance from me to you, some astrology and some tarot messages. The love reading is linked below. Just hit that more button. You can find all my helpful links, my Etsy shop, supportive content, songs. I tend to channel a lot of different songs, and I like to provide you with as many resources as possible. The mentor, as I say that. My goal here with these readings is that you leave fulfilled to some extent and understanding, right? So I'm saying this to you for a reason. I feel like you could be saying this to someone else, right? I'm saying this to you because I care. I'm saying this to you because I mean well. Maybe you or someone else isn't taking something so well. Maybe taking it personally, when really at the root of the matter is that there's care, there's love, there's compassion, and that might show up a bit different or be perceived differently depending on the receiver or the giver, right? So Libra, your messages here, as I sit with your energies like I do with all the signs, I got a sigh of relief. Finally is what I heard. The North Node is going to be going into Pisces, South Node in Virgo, January 11th. Okay? We're in January already. Can you believe it? So you've been feeling that Libra South Node the last year and a half, and I feel like that's that finally. What have you learned, Libra? And this goes for all Libra placements, right? Especially if you had that North-South node axis, Aries North Node, Libra South Node as your natal placement. I know I do, and I know I felt it. The last year and a half has been monumental in my spiritual growth and the lessons that I've been learning about both aspects of my chart. If you don't know about your North and South Node, I do have a playlist here on YouTube. You can find that below. Scroll down, hit that more button, you'll see a bunch of different playlists that I have. And I think it's really important for all of us to understand that there's so much more than our sun sign and our birth chart, right? So if you're new to this, then just know I do offer birth chart analysis, okay? So North Node in Pisces. If you have Pisces or Virgo in your chart, or 12th or 6th house, I would look to that in your chart, okay? And I do have a 2025 yearly forecast. I've been trucking away on them, so I'm a bit late on my general readings. They're so fulfilling for me to give. I really get to look over some really important dates. So I feel like for you, if you're new to astrology, it's a great way to tap in and tune in. We go over retrogrades, eclipses, we go over your birthday transits, and just important dates throughout the whole year. And it's a great deal. So find that on Etsy. Again, the links are below. But there's some presence of this monumental shift for you, January 11th, okay? And I heard also, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So maybe you're feeling like that, or spirit is guiding you to step more into this resilience, okay? Like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. 6th house, right? Pisces is always going to highlight your 6th house, and we are swimming in the fishbowl as of January. Although we are switching off mid-month, you can find that reading that I did on the Hermit 9 year on my channel, the importance of the 9 and the importance of, how this is really the end of a major cycle. We have Neptune and Uranus, Neptune and Saturn going into Aries. So we're swimming in that fishbowl still. Right now we have Venus in Pisces, Neptune, North Node, and Saturn going into Saturn in Pisces, North Node going into Pisces, okay? So we have this Venus conjunct Saturn, lessons in love. I got Sade, Soldier of Love. I will link those songs below if you want to listen in, the lyrics. And then also we have an important date, January 15th. We're going to have this Sun opposition Mars. Mars retrograde is still trucking along here, okay? And it's going to switch back into Cancer January 6th. So that's going to be in your 10th house of achievements. This is around work. I got a lot around work, play. 6th, 10th. This is nose to the grind. They got hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to work we go. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, okay, Libra? So if you've been feeling like there's a lot of extra tension in work, all work, no play. Let's try to find a balance, Libra. You know that so well, right? You govern and rule the scales, right? So I see someone in like the Two of Pentacles, and we'll see if that card comes out here. Two of Pentacles can be positive if you know how to multitask, and also time management is what I got for you. And another message I got for you with this kind of 6th, 10th influence, with like this applied pressure of Mars retrograde, it can make people feel a bit tense, okay? For an air sign like yourself, not as much as the water and earth signs, because again, it's Mars in Leo, right? Mars is fiery. It's going to be Mars in Cancer, so water meets fire. But I feel like Libra, out of all the air signs, you can balance it well. But there's a lot to balance. Two of Pentacles for you, okay? Two of Pentacles. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. But in the midst of this, I don't want you to burn out. Okay, this is not just like survival mode. I'm not saying to live by that, but guess what? On planet Earth, there are times when we just gotta hit nose to the grind and stay focused on a mission, a dream of yours. What is your 10th house? What is it that you strive to achieve in this lifetime? It doesn't have to be just 2025. We're talking lifetime, 5-10-year plan, okay? And a lot of people do sit down, you know, first of the year and write down some notes. That could be really good for you with this 6th house. It's all about ritual, routine, health, diet. You know, the first of the year, everyone's like, I'm going to work out 10 hours a day. And it's like, let's be realistic. Be realistic, set realistic goals. You want to be tactful, and affirmations will work really well for you. Okay, so you can look up affirmations on YouTube. There's a ton of affirmation videos. Maybe you have some for yourself, or write some down. I am statements. I am powerful. This is effortless. I am in flow, that type of thing. What feels good for you? And if it doesn't feel good when you're maybe reading through affirmations online or writing them down, that's usually where the growth needs to be, right? Because where the tension lies is where the growth is. Okay, so I also put in my notes here with all this like 6th, 10th, it's very Saturnian. You know, it's 6th is kind of the post-Saturn effect, right? Everything that happens in the 6th house is going to maintain that 10th house. It gets us to that 10th house, okay? So all the work that you're doing right now and have done, right, with this last eclipse season throughout 2024 in your sign in Aries, the more effort that you can put in, time management, right? Giving yourself time for rest is just as equally as important as getting ish done, okay? By the first Virgo eclipse on March 13th, it will pay off. I know it. I just know it for you because you have the 6th house, which is Virgo, and we have Virgo South Node, okay? So with all that out of the way, there whistle while you work. All right, let's see. Libra. Don't mind the doggies in the background. I am dog sitting right now. I hope I don't have to pause the video for the doggies. The star is born the seed. Ooh, yeah, you are planting seeds. The gem. Wow, yes, you are totally planting new ideas. The prayer. See, this is the affirmations. I have some affirmations that I've used before, and I've done like rituals, right? 6th house of ritual. Purification for you right now is very important for the seed to germinate. And I talked about this with the Hermit card, the number 9 year. Again, you can find that video. It's a short video. I'll link it first for you, just to make it easy for you to find if you haven't watched it on my channel. Do I have my pen? I do. I'm trying to stay more organized. Link the Hermit card video. It just breaks down some astrology. It talks all about the seed with that new moon in Capricorn that we just had, okay? And this is all about that. Look at this. The seed, the starborn, the gem. This is like buried treasure, 8th house. So I'm getting 8th house for you, Scorpio. You might have Scorpio in your chart or dealing with one, or Aquarius in your chart with the starborn. Something is actually for you. Either A, Libra, this is a collective reading, right? So all of you are at different timelines. You are just planting this seed, this gem. But I'm seeing this almost as a cycle. So for most of you, I'm going to read it this way, is that this seed has already been planted. Maybe a couple times. Maybe it took you a couple starters for it to actually sprout, right? Think about when you germinate. Some of you could be gardeners. I'm also getting that celestial, what's that book? Oh, I loved it. The Celestine Prophecy, where they like prey on plants. Reiki could be really important for you right now because I'm seeing hands. You know, when people have done scientific studies on this stuff, guys, it's not that woo-woo. They found that even with water, plants, when you set intentions and when you pray and you send positive vibes, positive frequencies, right? Fresh air, you know, good quality foods, sixth house, you will see things start to flourish. And I feel like, again, if you have already planted this seed, maybe you're planting new ones now, right? Maybe one seed took off and it made its own little starter. You know, what do they call those? I forget the name of it. It's like for instance, my friend had like a garden bed near her sink, and she would do dishes, and there was a little pepper seed that just, boo, when she was washing the dishes, and it implanted itself right in the soil, and it made a little baby pepper starter. I can't think of the word of it, but that kind of thing, you know. You're dropping scraps of food in your garden, and next thing you know, you got yourself something else planted. So the message I'm getting, again, this is symbolic, is that the seeds that you planted, maybe new things came out of it that you never would have expected. Maybe you had some sort of vision, idea, manifestation, affirmation. I want this. I'm getting reminded of the saying of when a wish is granted. It's from this deck here. You might not get exactly what you want, but you'll get everything that you need, is what I'm getting here. This deck is so big. I'm gonna find it for you though, because I want you to see the image, sorry. Trying to focus and talk to you, but here it is. Okay, we found it. Didn't take too long there, right, Libra? You got some time on your hands? That's the creativity oracle. Let's look at the picture together, so I want to see how it plays out with the other cards, and then we're going to pull some tarot. Butterfly. So like I was saying, by March 13th with that Virgo eclipse, there's going to be something that is going to starborn. This is going to, look at the crack there, right? So this hidden treasure, hidden talents, hidden skills. Again, things that you've thought about from the past, your most wildest dreams, you're starting to realize that the more thought you put into it, it's a wild ride at that. But the more positive praise and prayer and affirmation that you can give to yourself and also others creates an environment that will flourish, and the star can be born. There's transformation here. This is very beautiful. It says here, believe in your abilities as a magic maker to manifest your wishes. They soon will be a reality. Yes. And remember, with any sort of manifestation, the key is in the surrender. That's what Pisces is teaching us. Surrender, right? We can set our intentions. We can plant seeds and trust that although it might not look exactly as you imagined, it's probably going to look even better, is what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, I want it to look just XYZ. You set an intention and you are pleasantly surprised how much more you gain from it. The wisdom that's come with the tough lessons, the in-betweens, the crossroads, the detours. You know, you might be sitting down this month and saying, thank you, praise and prayer. Thank you, because it's led me down such a beautiful path. You might do something with your hands as well. I am seeing hands here too on the bottom, the desert. Making nothing out of something. I see apocalypse in the desert. Making nothing out of something. You could be the type of person, or you are working with people that can literally, what is that saying? I lost the saying. I'm just seeing like a Mad Hatter, you know, pulling all this shit out of their hat. They got a rabbit, they got a dove, you know, like a magician. Gemini energy, maybe dealing with a Gemini or a Gemini in your chart. I heard pull your head out of your ass. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is pretty good stuff though, Libra. Lovers, High Priestess. You might have to disconnect from certain people, especially Pisces, Gemini I'm seeing here, that are not allowing this kind of sanctuary. Because this is a lot about propagation and like germination, and think about childbirthing. When a woman is pregnant, male or female, doesn't matter. Think about anything that you're giving life to. These plants, you know, they need the right air, right fertilizer, right timing with water. Too much water, they could get moldy, root rot, right? So it's a balance here, and we saw that work-play balance. You know, you got to balance a lot out this month, okay? But I feel like you are able to do it as long as you are kind of Xing out the naysayers, the negative Nancys. And pray. Pray is so important for you, Libra. All right, let's see. Angels, ancestors, guides, Libra. What do we have for my beautiful Libra collective? Thank you for being here. If you could hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It came out again. Yeah, letting go, surrender of the pain. I greatly appreciate your support. It helps boost this reading to get it out to more Libras and cross watchers that are needing it most. Yeah, making, there's all these sayings. I'm losing the saying. Making nothing out of something, like something about a dirt pile. I'm also getting reminded here of like the mind, you know, Mercury retrograde could have played a lot of tricks on your mind. We're making nothing out of something. Or making something out of nothing, vice versa. People around you, again, I'm self-focused, but you use your intuition on if this is someone else. Ten of Swords is here again. You have the power to create healthy relationships for yourself and others. And again, the love reading will be below. But you could have felt like someone was making something out of nothing. Like when people get really stressed out, overreactive type of thing, Mars retrograde. Be mindful of that, and be mindful of that within people. Whistle while you work. Yeah, nose to the grind. If you feel like people are just not understanding, or again, draining, Ten of Swords, especially within love. Okay, Gemini, strong Gemini here. Yeah, take some time. Lessons in love this month. Remember, Saturn conjunct Venus. Trial and error, right? Dust yourself off, Libra. Focus on what you can do. Focus on what's growing. Focus on the seeds that you've already planted, and be grateful and humble. Pray and praise to those things that you do have. And again, be thankful for the detours. Be thankful for the pain, because it's taught you many great hidden lessons. The gem. This is a growth mindset. Yeah, growth mindset, the Fool, as I said that. Avoiding your intuition. You could have been avoiding your intuition at some point, Libra. And I'm getting that you knew. You knew all along, High Priestess. But there could have been a time when it was kind of like damsel in distress. Like, well, you know, I love them. You know, I feel so connected. I want to take a risk, you know, risky behaviors. But intuitively you knew that it was potentially going to cause a tower to some extent. But there's an avoidance of that because of maybe there was financial reasons. Maybe there was, again, codependency. Ten of Pentacles. I'm seeing King of Pentacles, Earth sign. Could have been something to do with a father. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Ace of Cups. Yeah, I'm seeing that. I get the song Love Don't Cost a Thing by J-Lo. My love don't cost a thing is what you're saying. The Fool is very like carefree, light baggage, very little money, you know? Just like road dogging it is what they call it. Yeah, road dogging it. So the message I'm getting here for you, Libra, is that when it comes to relationships, again, this can be across the border. In the love reading, we will go deeper in love. Is that there was a point, maybe now, this could be an Aries season that you're going to reach this conclusion, okay? Because this is Pisces. We have a lot of Pisces energy right now. We just had this Gemini full moon. So I feel like timeline-wise for my collective, my Libra collective, is that around the full moon in Gemini, December 15th, right at the end of Mercury retrograde, is that there were things that you were like, F. That I wish I avoided that. My intuition, I knew, you know, but then there's a detour here. There's a detour with a tower again, but there's still seeds that you have planted that are still in fruition. Okay. And I'm seeing by April, Aries, end of March, again, mid-March to April, there's going to be a new fresh slate. And also, again, what's been below that soil is now coming into fruition. Yes, look at that. Everything that you have committed to. Again, I'm also seeing that you guys strongly, tying back to the beginning of your message, this is Taurus energy, by the way, could have happened in May of 2024, is that you had a plan. Remember what I said in the beginning about affirmations, setting intentions, manifestation. And if you feel like you're at that 10 of Pentacles in reverse, you know, a loss in the family, and my condolences if that's the case. Impulsive decisions, you made the wrong choice. Again, kind of being a bit risky. Just know that it's okay. There's still a lot to take from it, and there's still a lot to gain. Yeah, I see the sun peeking out. The sun will come out tomorrow, Leo. Yeah, you have a lot to gain still. Be mindful of your investments. Like I said, your time, the people you're surrounding yourself with, the negative Nancys, the people that have nothing good to say. You know, I'm not saying for you to be like spiritual bypassing and all love and light, but the more that you can step into that frequency of a growth mindset, reframe the mind, any sort of setbacks, especially when it comes to money, family. Lots around family here for you. Some of you could have been married. A disconnect with the family. You know, we are around holiday seasons where there can be some mishaps, misunderstandings, especially with Mars retrograde right now. So I feel like just try to remember that there's so much more to this life, and that you have planted something so beautiful. The gem, the seed, the starborn, the prayer. Like, you are in manifestation power. The power's in the prayer for you. It will soon be a reality if you trust, Libra, okay? Don't deny the pain. But just dust yourself off. Again, nose to the grind. Stay focused, diligent. Any way that you can detox the mind, the body, the spirit this month. Yeah, death, I'm seeing happiness. And be more happy. If there's people that are just like a heavy weight in your life, it's time to really question their place in your life, because you got something that you have invested in, and that it's worth investing in. And it might be challenging. You may grieve the loss of someone, right? 10 of Swords. Have the courage and the adversity to face a new day, the Fool here. All right, let's get some closing advice, and then we're going to pull some astrology signs to see potentially what signs you're dealing with in love. We'll take this over to the love reading. I hope to find you over there, Libra. Okay, hit that more button. You can find that January love reading, you versus them style. What's some advice for Libra, my lovely Libra collective? Libra. Ooh, slippery. Adversity, yeah, it came out again. It says, I accept, I'm gonna take this one too. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. This is wrapping up everything I said. Remember, all those detours, those twists and turns, it's all turning out way better than you could have imagined. And if you don't feel that way right now, Libra, just keep that in your heart, your mind, your spirit. Keep that in your prayers, that all of this is for a reason. Again, Saturn conjunct Pisces. Lessons in love right now. Lessons in love. We got relationships here. It says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Yes. Not prideful people, right? Competitive. If you feel like you have to compete in love, it's probably not a good idea, right? Growth. So much growth for you. So much growth. Like I said, there's so much growing for you by springtime. But you got to surrender. Yeah. Libra, you are growing something that's truly a gem. You are a gem. You are something to be treasured. Remember that. Seven of Pentacles. What time, what efforts what have you invested in? Keep doing that. You know, for some of you, maybe relationships aren't at the forefront as much for you. Maybe you're having to surrender to growing in other areas of your life. But for some of you, I do see growth in love too. But it does take accepting the adversity and the challenges that do come up. But it's so important in relationships, if you are meeting combativeness, is to make sure that you can detach. You don't want to be codependent. You know, this has been a big lesson for the Libra South Node. Codependent in relationships, winning at all cost, fighting for harmony when harmony is not meant to be had with some people, right? The power in silence, picking your fights, picking your battles. It's a time to really reflect on the last year because again, we're switching off, you know? So you've grown a lot. You've grown a lot. Remember that. Beautiful, Libra. I love this for you. So in relationships, in love, these are more geared towards intimate, just FYI. But if family shows up, all the better, right? You take what resonates. Jupiter, Sag. Also, Jupiter is in Gemini. We have a lot of Gemini Pisces showing up. Pisces and Saturn. Lessons in love. Very much so. Powerful month for you. Take the good, the bad, and the ugly in love. Okay, Libra. Mars retrograde. Mars is going back into Cancer again. Fourth house for you. Family. Lots around family for you. Home. You could be relocating. Expanding your consciousness and your awareness around, again, what environments as well serve you. Where do you want to plant your seeds? I heard, where do you want to shoot your shot? We got 2 8s here. We did see the gem with 8th house. You could be having a lot of strong 8th house transits this year. And again, the yearly forecast, we break all that information down. Scorpio, 8th house. Look to that in your chart. There's such information there. You could be seeing 888. All right, what other signs? So that's Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini. What other signs is, got my binder here. What other signs is Libra dealing with in love? Libra in love. What energies are surrounding them in their love life? Again, these could be months. Signs in your chart are theirs. Transits, right? Earth. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We did see a lot of Taurus for you in Virgo. Okay, and it's Capricorn season. So we're gonna, oh wow, and look at that. That breaks down to an 8 as well. 26. 888. Taurus. Wow. Okay. We're gonna take it, okay? I'll see you over at the love reading, but if this is where we part, take care of yourself. Bye for now, Libra.